Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and really any placement you might have. This is going to be your full moon lunar eclipse in your sign in Capricorn, which is happening on July 5th, and this will take us all the way till our next full moon on August 3rd. Now, this is the cathartic end to eclipse season. And it really is demanding a release. It's breaking up the system, making way for something better. Right now, personal sensitivities are likely outweighed by more pressing concerns of the collective, okay, of the global community. With this eclipse opposite the sun and Vesta, which is an asteroid goddess of the hearth and home in Cancer, it's important we give ourselves and each other a safe and sacred space to embrace our feelings. So let's go ahead and jump into this reading, Capricorns. And we're going to invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and ascended masters to this space to deliver the messages that we need to hear. And if any of you guys are interested in any of the decks that I'm using, they are listed in the description box down below in order of appearance. All right, let's go ahead and look and see what messages come out for my dearest Capricorns, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Full moon messages, full moon lunar eclipse for my Capricorns, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Okay. Capricorns, I just saw Darth Vader with that. That might have particular significance to you. And look at that, lovely. You guys coming out right there in the overall energy of this reading. So the overall energy of this reading is the Devil. Just as a reminder, that the Devil spelled backwards is lived. And sometimes I feel bad that, you know, Capricorn has been associated with that sign. Just give me 1 second, you guys. Sorry. I just have to get organized here. I thought I was already. But this is a beautiful energy because this is telling me that you guys are aligned. You guys are standing in your power. If we take a look at the Devil figure here, of this winged figure with his fiery horns, he is holding up this sign, his hand, like stop right here, setting his boundaries. And if you look at him, he is completely aligned. His solar plexus, his heart chakra is open, his shoulders are back. All right, and I like this energy for you. Now, a traditional reading of this card is that you guys, you need to take a good hard look in the mirror at what no longer serves you. And I really feel that, I feel that this energy is you really shattering any illusions and breaking down the walls and the systems of beliefs, the relationships, removing yourself from situations, jobs, people, etc. that no longer serve you. And you're really standing in your power, Capricorn. Now, you guys are coming out as the Nine of Swords. Now, the Nine of Swords is Aries, Libra, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, and more specifically, it's Mars and Gemini. So as I'm doing this reading, I'm also getting ready to do your Mars readings because we have Mars coming home in Aries, and it's going to be there for quite a while, and it's a pretty heavy energy shift. And it's really this energy I'm picking up on, and I'm seeing this fiery energy in the Devil card here, of really having the gall do what needs to be done and to really do the tough stuff and the tough work that's ahead of us, okay? And with all of this eclipse energy, you know, we're getting so many downloads and we're getting so many messages. We have so much energy to deal with, not only internally and in our private lives, but then in the global community as well. So this is beautiful because the Nine of Swords is actually a high drama card. But what we see is this person here, and he's looking out the window. And this is telling me, Capricorn, that there's, you know, the dark night of the soul, that soul searching, figuring out what works and what doesn't work for you. Some of you guys, this represents your awakening is coming, and it's coming to fruition, and you're starting to be able to see, or you will see, a major breakthrough, okay? Some of you guys have air in your chart, or you're just exhibiting air qualities. Now, the next card out is how you project yourself to the world. Here we have the Eight of Cups. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. More explicitly, the Eight of Cups is Saturn and Pisces. And this is about, you know, there's a purity, there's an innocence to you when we see this child dressed in white. And this child is really taking a look at where he's been, where he's going, what he needs, and looking, you know, and taking that real beginner mind to the things that hurt, and the things that feel good. And there's a sense of purity about this, Capricorn. And I love this shooting star in the background, because this is just a reminder that things are going to get so much better. And he's really contemplating his happiness. Don't get caught up with gender in the cards, you guys. We all have masculine and feminine energies. So I really, really like this. Now, the next card out is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords really represents what's blocking you and your desires. Now, this is the Vice Versa Tarot. The Page of Swords, what you can see, you know, he's walking barefoot, and he's walking a really tough road, a really difficult road, and there's a vulnerability about him. There may be something that you do have your back turned to, and you may end up needing to ask for help. This could be either a way that you're feeling, or this could be the way that, you know, or this could be the reality that you're starting out on a journey. You're carrying, you know, again, a lightsaber. Some of you guys, Star Wars has some serious importance to you. Either you're watching the movie, or you grew up and you really, you know what I mean, you have, you know, you take what Yoda says true to heart. But you're definitely Star Wars fans out there, some of you. But anyway, it's funny because I use this deck all the time, and I've never, you know, as soon as I saw this, I saw Darth Vader. Now I'm seeing, you know, Luke Skywalker here. And if I had more knowledge, more personal knowledge, I'd be able to go into that message a little bit more. But, you know, you can see that he's walking over quite difficult terrain, so he may need to ask for help. And it may be something that you're reticent to do. With the Swords energy, again, you know, the Knight of Swords represents, you know, that fiery part of air and that Taurus Gemini season. So it may be something that happened back, you know, May, June, that's really still sort of affecting you, or something that really triggered you, a block that needs to be healed and cleared. You know, the Page of Swords can also be about gossip and maybe worrying too much about what others think or what others feel. And it could also be people who are spying on you, or who are watching you, or maybe that you are in that state of still sort of pulling back and watching and waiting. All right, so we'll see how that resonates with you guys individually. The next card out is, what do you need to do to overcome these obstacles? Well, you're coming out as the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. It's really, it's sort of the airy part of water, and so we see this kind of air coming through in this reading. The sort of the need for detachment. The King of Cups has this absolutely, you know, beautiful throne on the water. You know, it's crusted with shells and abalone and, you know, all sorts of crustaceans and that sort of thing. And we get beautiful confirmation from the wren singing just for my Cappies out there. And what's happening with the King of Cups, what we see here is, you know, he's somebody of considerable emotional depth. And that's sort of something that's blocking you with this Page of Swords, is like that sort of, there's like a reticence or hesitance to get deep, to get dark, Okay, some of you, this might have to do with like a therapeutic journey. Some of you guys are, in need of or want to do like a healing, some sort of healing modality, but there's something there under the surface that, that gives you a little bit of hesitation to go any further. And this King of Cups is telling you, yes, you really, really do have to, you do have to scrape the surface. You've got to go in for a deep dive. This sort of porpoise here, or this dolphin, whatever it might be, in actuality, this is a spirit guide for you. This is, Spirit's message. This is your spirit guides, your ancestors, your angels saying, we're going to be there, right there with you. Dolphins, they're incredibly intelligent, they're communicative, and they also, they use sonar and that sort of thing, but they also love, and they mate, and they have intercourse for fun, if I'm not mistaken. And it's sort of about really sort of getting in touch with your sensual side and also your emotional side, but like really seeing like what makes you tick. The King of Cups is also, you can see he's quite open and he's a visionary, he's psychic, so it's really getting in touch with your intuition. But it's also really important that you, that you do let someone in, to crack this shell, because what you see is he's quite fun and quite playful once you get to know him. Okay, so there may be someone, or it may be just a part of yourself that you have to get in touch with to really sort of to get into your feels. That's going to help you. Now, the next card out is what you can do within in order to achieve your desires. This is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is that watery part of earth, and she really represents you. She represents this time of Sagittarius and Capricorn, and she is and she's a nurturer. She's abundant. She has this bird. She's able to see the big picture, but she's also able to focus on the details. All of these pink roses, pink can be romance, but it's also about passion, but not that sort of full physical carnal passion, but just this love that she puts into everything that she does and everything that she creates. Now, she has a lot of abundance. She's very nurturing and caring, and I'm feeling like Capricorn, that's the compassion that is really needed for you to show yourself at this time. And some of you might need to really do some inner child work, is what I'm getting. But there's a reminder always with her, because if you take a look at the back of the card, you can see that her throne is a little bit worn down, it's a little bit tired, and that you can't let your own inner support system break down, that in order to take care of others, you must take care of yourself. You must, make sure that you are healed, that you are balanced, that you are rested, that you have eaten, you've had enough water, etc., etc. Okay, and not just, physically, but emotionally and spiritually, taking care of yourself in order to take care of others. Now, the next card out is what can you learn from the outside world or others to help you? This is Justice. This is the card of Libra. Now, Libra is concerned with how others see you, but this is a reminder that justice is blind. Here, her eyes are covered. What's right is right. And you know that. You have an internal compass that tells you, what to do. Your answers are within. Again, this King of Cups energy. You're intuitive. Your intuition is spot on, Capricorn. And also that karmic justice will always be served. So it's better to just sort of face up to it of your own volition, go straight full of force ahead into, owning up to what you've done, the good and the bad, what needs to go, what can stay, all right? And deep down, you know what you need to do, okay? Deep down, you really do. You know what you need to do. Now, the final outcome is the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. And more explicitly, it represents Mars and Scorpio. So we have this Mars energy coming through. Mars is aggression. Mars is authority. Mars is coming home into Aries, and it's going to stay there for quite a bit of some time. And at the risk of repeating myself, it's really giving us the strength and the fortitude and the bravery that's needed to make these changes. Here, Capricorn, I see you turning your back on something. But what's beautiful is despite this very barren road that's ahead of them, of this person, this cloaked person, this person who might be shrouded in sadness, grief, or disappointment, because we see that you are going to be walking away from something, but this is divinely guided, and ultimately it's for the better. So again, it could be a relationship, it could be a person, it could be a way of thinking, a belief system, it could be many different things. We see you walking away, but there's something about this, what you've turned your back on, that's true and that's alive and that's beautiful. And he's really looking at these 3 cups that have spilled, but all he has to do is pivot to see that there are still these 2 cups. So if you're consulting this reading about love, I can see that this is a very, very powerful attraction. And with the 2 of Cups still standing, that's beautiful, because that's Venus in Cancer. That's an equal balance. That's soulmate energy. That's love, right? That's an equal exchange of gifts, of time, energy, love, money into a situation. If it doesn't resonate with you as soulmate or twin flame type energy or a loving relationship, this is that emotional balance that's going to be achieved once you walk this difficult road. But you're starting to see that the darkness is coming to an end and that there's a light at the end of the tunnel there. And there's a breakthrough here at hand, okay? So Capricorn, oops, all my stuff is falling. I'm going to go ahead and pull Queen of the Moon oracles for you for I can't speak, I'm sorry, for additional messages for my Capricorns for this full moon lunar eclipse in your sign. All right, and you get resistance 25. Interesting. So for some of you guys, you're part of a movement where you're resisting the status quo. You're not okay with what's going on. Now, this could be on a global level. This could be within your community. This could be within your personal relationships, your family, your love relationships, or internally. But this is you, Capricorn. This is you putting up a fight. This is you standing up for yourself. This is that Mars energy coming through. And then you get darkness. Look at that. I love that. But what's beautiful here is that we have this lunar eclipse. And so it's confirmation here from Spirit. We're on the right track. And some of you guys, you've been walking this very dark path. And what you can see here, look, there's this man and there's this shadowy figure. This is you doing the shadow work. But ultimately, doing that work, going through this, is going to light your way. And what I love about the rabbit energy, rabbits are about fertility. They're these beautiful creatures as well. There's so much beauty in being able to see the landscape by the light of the moon rather than the sun for a bit. And this is exactly what you guys are doing. All right, additional messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. All right, you get belief, number 11. So you have 1111 coming out. So for some of you guys, this is about a twin flame journey or a soulmate union. The frequency of belief supports our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents and a strong connection to source. Yep. And for some of you guys, you're having a major paradigm shift. Okay. And that's what you're facing head on. Ultimately, you're going to come out balanced and aligned with these, with 1111 coming out, and also with that, with the Justice card. All right, and then you guys get romantic love. So yeah, for some of you guys, this definitely does have to do with love and romance. Again, a very powerful attraction. We see the lovers here down below. Okay, the frequency of romantic love supports our journey to feel whole and complete through the experience with and reflection of a conscious lover. Wow. Yeah, so some of you guys are making a very, very important decision about love in your lives. And again, it could be about soulmate twin flame union. It could also be your approach to love. You know, and a lot of times we have to do a lot of shadow work, you know, about if we find ourselves in constant cycles or the same types of unhealthy relationships. Okay, this could be with love or money, because we do get that Venusian energy here of justice. Okay. And then you guys get the Seas of Mintaka. I love this. This is for some of my star seeds. Seeing potential, bringing unconscious to light. So this is what you guys have been doing here. This is this echoing this Nine of Swords, doing a dark night, going through a dark night of the soul, bringing stuff that had been hurting you, that had been disappointing you, things that you had buried really deep that maybe you were afraid to take this deep dive. But Capricorn, in doing so, you're bringing this unconsciousness to light, and you're seeing things for what they are. You're also starting to see the potential in yourself and in others, and that's going to come as a result of walking through this darkness, okay? Walking through fear, and a huge blessing on the other side. Mintaka was believed to be, or is believed to be, a water world where everything looked just like this. So some of you guys, that might be your collective, if you guys are coming into that knowledge, or maybe already have that knowledge. And it's beautiful, and it's also you understanding your purpose here. And for some of you, that purpose is to, extend the love and light. And you made the choice to be here, and during a difficult time, and reconciling that can be difficult at times, right? All right, and you guys get the cosmic heart, devotion, potency. Make your life a moving prayer. Look at that, and all of this heart chakra work right next to romantic love. Some of you guys are really healing issues related to love and romance that may go back to your parents, or may even just go back to past lives. Some of you guys have been on a dark journey with someone, okay, and you guys, you're really making a breakthrough. Some of you, this journey has been loneliness, and this is this union that's coming to you. But I love this. Make your life a moving prayer. See every step along the way as sacred, my dear Capricorns. I love it. I love this reading for you. I love it. Eclipse energy is so powerful. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and pull a Mystical Shaman Oracle card for you. Messages for Capricorn for this lunar eclipse, full moon in Capricorn. And you get the Crow, number 13. Ooh, and look at that full moon behind it. Okay, the Crow. The essence behind this card is that the Crow is the keeper of universal law, the law of truth. Look at that, and it's coming out right on top of that Justice card, Cappies. Crow teaches us to walk our talk, to find congruence between who we say we are and who we really know ourselves to be. That's this journey through the darkness. This is that dark night of the soul. This winged one insists that we speak truth, that we create truth instead of searching for it, and that we bring truth to every situation we find ourselves in. When you speak the truth and practice truth, eventually everything you say becomes true. Your power to co-create with the truth is the universal law. Correct what is untrue in your life without judgment. Let the truth set you free. So here you go. This is it. These two cards, this is you correcting what is unjust in your life and standing in your truth and authenticity, and not over judging either, okay? Yourself or others. I love it. I've made a mess of this. All right, before we go, Capricorn, I'm just going to pull 2 final messages for you. Okay, you get strength. You are being guided by the cosmos. Stay strong. A positive outcome is assured. Look at that. There's a breakthrough coming. There's a breakthrough coming, Capricorn. Nice. All right, and you get celebration. Celebrate your achievements. You truly are a gift to the universe. All right, Capricorn, I'm going to leave it there for you. This was a heavy reading, but you know what? So worth it. Beautiful, beautiful messages. You know, you guys are shattering illusions. You're standing in your truth, and I'm so proud of you for doing the work. And remember, the work that you do, it benefits us all. So thank you guys for listening. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell. But most of all, I want to thank you for all your love and support, and I hope you you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.